wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here between the San Francisco 49ers and the Atlanta Falcons. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. CD, you look at the Falcons in this matchup. It's a relatively balanced offense. The next-gen stats kind of bear that out. What do you think they'll be looking to do in this one?
I think it'll be exactly what you just talked about. They'll want to be balanced on offense, which means to them, they'll want everyone involved. See if they can get some one-on-ones in the passing game. Maybe identify some situation where they can swing the ball to the backs in space. Even find some spots where they just want to play some old-fashioned power football. As one of the most successful coaches in the league told us once, the definition of balanced offense, that means you can do what you want when you want to, not necessarily just running it 50% of the time and throwing it the same percentage.
Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. From the end zone comes Chris Claybrooks to return, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. Bringing them out is a Pro Bowler back in the 2015 campaign. He's now approaching a decade in the league. Is Teddy Bridgewater.
And there was a positive in last week's loss. No interceptions thrown by him. But he only threw one touchdown pass, and you know he wants that to improve. He might even consider that as part of the reason that they couldn't take the win last time out. I believe we'll see a more aggressive version of him this week whenever they're nearing the end zone.
Bridgewater going to throw right away. Buying time to his left. Gets around him, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
I do think it's fair to say that they were caught off guard a little bit when he decided not to throw it on first down. But give them credit. They recovered in time to deny him the first down yardage. But it's only second and short. So that run is still likely to lead to a new set of downs.
From the 31, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then of course they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
Here's 2nd and 10. Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Shaq Thompson. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. He'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. The call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Atlanta sending its offense out for the first time. And for the first time since 2008, it's a rookie who will handle things at quarterback. Out of Cincinnati, the 3rd-round pick, Desmond Ridder.
You'd have to look hard to see why Atlanta had this kid as one of the top passers on his draft board this year. Desmond Ridder is a proven winner who left Cincinnati with the 3rd most wins in college football history with 44. Never lost a home game in a 4-year career and made the Bearcats the first Group of 5 team to ever reach the college football playoff.
Finding room at midfield, and he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run. And CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 41. Now the throw pulled in by Anderson. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. So, Charles, you look at this offense, so what a start to the season. 5 wins without a loss. When do you think that you start believing that maybe you're in the midst of something special?
Well, you and I both know every head coach never wants that thought to creep into a locker room. But the truth of the matter is, not quite at this time, because if we look at the Steelers in 2020, they're a great example. Remember, they started 11-0, then lost 5 of 6 and went out in the 1st round. But I think if you get toward mid-November, the Thanksgiving time frame, and you're still doing this, that's when things start to get real for a ball club.
Looking for Lockett, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And the Niners are going to take possession here at their own 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. That's caught by the big tight end, T.J. Hockenson. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the 1st quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, Bridgewater. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the 1st down. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, the good thing about covering any game I do with you is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive, looking at another one here, just a little slow. And, you know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
But it's not necessarily going to happen just because they say so. And whether it's the script, whether it's, you know, just what they're going through, whether they're seeing different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be Falcon football. Come on, set. Drill 3. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. The receiving numbers for Hopkins a week ago. 4 catches, 57 yards.
And I get the feeling that he loves this matchup. I mean, the unit he's going against is in the bottom half of the league against the pass. He had to have circled this one on the schedule and said to himself, this should be a big game.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
Holding offense.
Left tackle Eric Fisher, the former Kansas City Chief, the guilty party. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Now back to throw. That'll be caught by Anderson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Running their plays over and over during the week can often get robotic for an offense, but on game day they can often flow smoothly, as that one just did.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A play action fake. They'll look to throw. And the catch made by Hopkins. And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I certainly thought he had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Hey, Red! Go on, Red! Red!
Back to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. And just like he did, almost winning the Heisman at Michigan, rookie Aiden Hutchinson blows up the play. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Back now in Atlanta, 2nd quarter action. The Falcons with the football. Butker's kick here is good, and the Falcons are out to a 3-0 advantage. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. No return here for Claybrooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. San Francisco's offense returns to the field. And they are a game under 500 now following the loss a week ago. And this is a team, Charles, that just has not been able to string victories together.
Yeah, they're certainly going the wrong way, aren't they? Because it looked like they had things pointing in the right direction, but now they've lost 2 straight, and that means this game is vital, extremely important, because if they fall 2 games below 500, the road back into playoff contention, awfully difficult.
This is DeAndre Swift, who, of course, played just up the road in Athens. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. But the converse is, though, you've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And for the Falcons, 5 men in the secondary, now on 3rd. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And this is what here? Incomplete, they say. It looked like it was intercepted, but he apparently did not get the 2 feet down inbounds. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Fielded at the 33. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And they will take over 1st and 10. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. Remember, they're riding that 5-game winning streak, and right now in the driver's seat in this ball game as well. And the defense closes quickly. Maybe a yard to the 33. Ball at the 33, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game, and now it brings up 4th down.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. This is Gordon on 1st down. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
On 2nd down, Gordon once more. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially, it's no gain on the play, and they'll remain a few inches shy of a first with 3rd down looming. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's going to have a Niners 1st down. His good running gets him to about the 44.
How about that there? No frills, no additives, right? Nothing crazy. Just find a way to pick up the 1st down. A nice run right there.
And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Rodney McLeod up to make the tackle.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Throwing is Bridgewater. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Joey Bosa drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long.
58 sacks and 4 Pro Bowls is a heck of a start for anyone's career, and that's exactly what Joey Bosa has done in his first 6 seasons in the NFL. He came into this league NFL ready, and has only gotten better since.
On 4th down, here's Jamie Gillen on to punt. This is taken at the 15. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. They'll set up to throw.
On the slant, complete to Hopkins.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. It's Mixon on the counter. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
He finds Hopkins complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field defensively. Make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get up.
Touchdown! George Kittle, his 4th touchdown of the year.
And the Falcons will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That pass also evens the ledger for the rookie quarterback. Had the interception earlier, and now he gets a touchdown throw.
The ideal touchdown-interception ratio is, what, 3 to 1 for the best quarterbacks? But he's a rookie. Just getting back to even is a big deal. Increases the confidence his teammates have in him as he tries to become their leader.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Well, the Niners going back on offense now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it, down by 2 scores.
.35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on first down. Now Bridgewater. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
Rodney McLeod
just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
What's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Final play of the half, Bridgewater. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check
check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks. A few teams starting to rise to the top as it's time to take you around the NFL here in Week 6. We'll begin our trip around the NFL.
Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And the Falcons ready to go back to work to start the third quarter. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives him a 1st and 10.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Open man is Anderson. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the...
into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the 49ers are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard... The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
First target, first catch, and a first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Well, it's not time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Here's Bridgewater. And that's checked down to Gordon. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And the Falcons grab it. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
They go play action here on 1st down. That one into the hands of Hopkins downfield. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Although he was picked in the 3rd round, Desmond Ridder is actually the 2nd quarterback drafted in 2022. Might not have that first-round label, but we saw him make plenty of first-round throws while at the University of...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bobby Okereke. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Defense.
They've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. DeAndre Hopkins. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. There was a lot of zip on that pass, and baseball might have called that a frozen rope.
I like it when you bring the diamond into the game. I'm going back to the gridiron. Had some heat on that bad boy. Sometimes you throw a touchdown pass, and sometimes
you throw, what, a touchdown strike?
There you go. That's my man, in concert.
Butker now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. No return here for Clay Brooks, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The 49er offense now making their way out onto the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's 2nd down. Here's a give up the middle. It's Gordon. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out. Back now here on EA Sports. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. Bridgewater throwing the out route, and Crowder makes the catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. From just shy of midfield, Bridgewater to the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Bridgewater. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. From the 41, Bridgewater. Open man, he's got him, the tight end Hockenson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. The Niners on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To the air again with Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Desperation time. 4th down. Bridgewater. On the catch, it's Crowder. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons' defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons' offense at the line. Here's Mixon, hit, and all the ball is out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. But he has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue. Point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back, and he is going to lose yardage here. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. Bridgewater to throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Bridgewater. Toward the sideline, it's complete. An athletic grab, but still well short of the first. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap. to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football. You're up for. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's another first down as this time they get an even 20.
And normally you see 3 tight ends in a formation. You have to think to yourself, this has got to be a run. And I know as a safety, when I saw that, I took an extra step or 2 towards the line of scrimmage. Instead, they threw the ball, and he found one of those tight ends for
touchdown Falcons. George Kittle with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Falcons add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. Another touchdown through the air for them, and for this rookie quarterback at the helm, he has put them in a great position, Charles, to get the victory in this one.
He's absolutely taken charge. Every touchdown for them has come via his arm. 0 rushing touchdowns, no special teams, no defensive scores. All him throwing the football. He's in cruise control right now, and so is his team.
Butker on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all ends with a George Kittle touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Oh, a mistake there. The kickoff out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure. Because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25. So at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. Bridgewater on 1st down. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by Trayvon Mullen.
I think this will want to ride very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
Man, they blew me out. I threw 4 picks SMH.
Ready. Hey, cross field.
Mixing up the middle. And he can only manage to get a couple.
Don't see how y'all play better versus CPU than user games.
Smiles on his faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Set. Hey, check. Hut.
Once again, they run with Mixon. 52 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Good gain there on first down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
Butker now to add the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially if you're a team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid gain.
This one into the hands of Crowder downfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 27 yards there, a first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Claybrooks going to bring this one out. And able to get this out to the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense is they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Falcons, they remain as hot as anyone. 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Cincinnati Bengals. Meanwhile, for the Niners, they can't quite seem to turn things around as they fall into 2-4 now on the year. And they'll get a home date next week against the Kansas City Chiefs.